If you're about to have a baby, watch this video. It will save your life. Gentlemen, we're back. It's another Dad Bod Pod episode. This time we have our first guest. This is our buddy Jake, fellow dad. How we doing?
Good.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Jake's also a fellow camera nerd like we are. He does some awesome pet photography. We'll let him plug himself a little later on. So today's topic, we're going to talk about the infant stage. And to kick things off, let's kind of talk about, the things that we knew the second time around, because we all have 2 kids at this point, that we wish we knew for the first kid.
No. Do you guys remember stuff when you had the second? I felt like my entire memory was wiped. like I was starting all over again. Like I just completely forgot everything.
Yeah, how far apart are your kids?
Aiden is just turned 3 and Liam is 9 months.
Okay, nice quick gap there.
Yeah, we're 14 months.
Yeah, we're 14 months too. Our kids are freakishly close in all aspects there. All right, I think my first thing, don't overpack for the hospital. The first kid, I went in there with I'm surprised I didn't bring my PlayStation. I had iPad, I had snacks, drinks, I had everything. And then I get there and I went home with 90% of it. So
it's almost more annoying to load back in the cabinet. This is a mess. I don't even want to look at this. It's trashed in a book bag. Yeah, just
oh my god.
So we got a funny story. We were supposed to be induced. Well, Kate was induced on Saturday.
It wasn't you?
Yeah,
on Thursday, her water broke.
Oh.
We had no bags packed.
Oh, so you had no to-go bag at all.
We showed up at a hospital with a little bag like this big, and that was it.
So complete opposite sides of the spectrum here.
The first kid, we were much better.
That's actually, it's funny because I feel like the topic of, a to-go bag is an interesting one because some people pack it at 20 weeks. They're like, yeah, my kid could come at any time.
Not me. Not the second one.
No.
No. That was 2 days. It was hey, I think this is coming soon. She was contracting. I'm stuffing the ball. Everything I could find.
It wasn't just us.
Yeah.
So when you were there, did you feel like you missed something, or under pressure, did you get what you needed?
I was so excited because I could leave.
Yeah.
Her actual labor was really
that was a
quick.
big one.
Yeah.
That's actually
So
a big one.
I was able to leave. First kid, I was not.
Yeah, all 3 of us, I think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, for all you
So too.
people that are not having babies during COVID, you're lucky.
Well done.
Yeah, good timing.
We had we couldn't leave the rooms whatsoever, and it's not like the rooms are god awful, but by day 2 it started to close in.
Well, no, they give you the day 2 room is small.
It is.
It messes with you. Yeah. They're like, hey, this is this nice room. Sorry, you've already done the work here, so down the hall. Lose the fantasy suite here.
I went home. I packed all our stuff. I was like, all right, what do you need? What don't you need? Can I come back for more?
In that sense, though, what's the point of a to-go bag if really you could just technically go the next day?
No, it's a wife control thing. They want you there the whole time. They can't leave. You can't leave. I got about as far as Wawa.
that was one of the stops.
That was
For anybody who doesn't know, too, you can DoorDash right to the hospital. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys did that.
We did. With the first baby, they wouldn't even let me go to the front entrance to greet the guy.
Nope.
They were just like, no, I'll go get it for you. It was a very weird experience. So like they said, if you post-COVID babies, you're lucky.
So how are you adjusting? How was the change going back to having a child that's walking around and kind of a little more self-sufficient to just being completely stuck holding a baby all the time?
It's a little different, but at the same time, I deal mostly with Aiden.
Okay.
So I'm more of the toddler parent, and Kate is more of the infant and everything else parent.
It's good. I bet you there are some people that split it up. Some people probably try to do that. How has that been working for you? Do you feel like it was the right decision for you guys?
For us, it's a lot easier because I am very much much more willing to be hands-on with him. I can talk to him. I can play with him. I can go outside and run around for an hour and let Kate just kind of relax. Put Liam in a jumper or in a seat, something like that. Just hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's go outside, chop.
Yeah.
Today we went for a run Well, he ran. I was just walking.
You guys were neck and neck.
Yeah.
I wasn't far behind.
We're kind of we kind of split duties, I guess you'd say, but my kids are definitely they're mama's boys. They're just like mama, 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 and then I have my time and place. But when like they get like real sad or anything like that, they want to go towards her, which is like nice. Everybody we both split and do different things. I feel like playing and running around and throwing the kids up. When they want that, they're just like, oh, I want my dad, I want my dad, I want my dad. But when it comes to like being soothed and the last kiss before bedtime, they want her. What about you?
No,
I was gonna say, aren't they the opposite?
Yeah, it's so annoying. I was telling you, when the younger one wakes up in the middle of the night, he screams, "Dad! Dad!
Fuck!"
Like, oh my god, no! Like, just fake it.
She's nudging you, Rob. No, he said mom today. He said mom.
Yeah. Like, what are you, a bad parent? You ignore your kids now? It's every night. No. Yeah, it's the opposite. It's weird. I wasn't expecting that at all, but the boys are very attached to me. It drives Courtney a little nuts, to be honest. But
there's going to be a time and place, and don't get me wrong, there are situations too where I see where like the kids are like, mom, where I'm like, hey, I'm here too, guys. You know what I mean? But like then there's days where and it's funny when Lisa will get all like, oh my god, the kids are so annoying, like they just won't leave me alone, and then when they give dad attention, she's like, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Come on. It's too funny.
So what would you say, like watching 2, now you're kind of in the zone defense, how have you adjusted to that? Or do you watch 2? Is that part of your routine?
So most of the time I do not. It's still pretty much man-to-man. But coming up, she's going on a trip in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, she's travel a lot for work, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Praying
well,
for
this
you.
is a friend just like hanging out for a weekend.
Oh, cool.
She's going to be gone for the whole weekend. And her parents are gone. And my mom's going to be laid up with the knee surgery.
Oh, so you are solo.
So I am solo. Which even with one, I was not solo most of the time.
I feel like you don't stop. You're just like, it's like you're just laser focused all the time until the exact moment that your eyes close and you sleep like a rock.
Yeah, we've gotten pretty good at bedtime solo if we need to, because I've been going and playing volleyball and different little trips, but it's going to be interesting being home all weekend, even though Kate's going to be doing that this weekend.
Yeah, it's funny we abandon our kids to lose at volleyball.
2-on-1, it's definitely a little bit of a whole different ball game. It's funny, Lisa and I both do it in certain situations, like pretty frequently, and it seems like it's almost like a different experience every time. Like there's no one size fits all. Oh, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Like it's always changes, so you never really know what you're gonna get, depending on what mood your kids are in. Especially like Aiden is his oldest. He's gonna be a huge part of how that goes. So that's why it's tough. Where it's like you're kind of like, oh, I might want to do this to keep Aiden a little happy, knowing that that's just going to make my situation easier with Liam. You know what I mean? So a huge part of that conversation is screen time. So again, I don't know if we've ever actually even had a conversation about screen time, but like, what are your guys' thoughts on screen time, especially in these situations where you're going to be, it's 2v1 here and you're just, you're trying to make it till mom gets home.
I think it's like a safety thing sometimes, right? Like if you're in a situation, like if you're like in open space and there's like a road, I'm a big advocate of like, just make it work, right? Like I don't want to do it just to do it. Like if I can find an activity for the both of them to do and not have screens involved, then great. But like sometimes, like especially if you're like outside or like at an event, like sometimes you'll go to a party solo and have 2 kids, like I don't know, like I might just hand one of them my phone just so one of them doesn't run out in the street or something. Like,
at a restaurant?
Yeah, restaurant. Oh man, there's nothing worse than being the parents with a screaming child.
That's why we don't go out with them.
That's made it really hard to break a pacifier too.
Yeah.
At the restaurant, it's just like.
Yeah, lately we've been giving Aiden a lot of screen time.
Okay.
But it's mostly because he's so chill that as soon as you kind of put the screen on, he'll still play with you.
Yeah.
But he has that to fall back on too, if you need to take a lamp for a little bit.
Yeah,
Are you like guided in your screen time? Like, do you guys watch specific things? Let the kids only watch like certain shows, or like, how are you managing that? Because I feel like there's a lot out there that they want to watch, and maybe there's stuff that's better for them.
I'm kind of guided. Sometimes I'll hand him my iPad, and for the longest time it would be I would put something on and lock it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be able to unlock that. But lately I've made it so he can change it, and he just kind of flips. But it's always that same genre.
Yeah.
And it's kids YouTube, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we, well, I mean, my kids have also, really Tommy, Adam, our little one, he goes with the flow, really. Like, he likes certain things, obviously, if it's on, but, you know, Tommy's very opinionated about what goes on and what, but luckily it's almost like he goes through these phases. Like right now he's in a heavy Blippi phase. So tip number, new tip, don't watch Blippi. You know,
Sorry, Blippi.
yeah.
He gave you a lot of views.
Way too many views. But it's like,
Can we just pause there real quick? Does Blippi change?
yeah, there's
multiple.
there's two Blippis.
There's two Blippies.
There's two Blippies. I
Elephant in the room.
don't like the second Blippi.
Have you ever looked up how much money Blippi makes?
Yeah, he's got like a net worth of like 27 million.
And
For
he
dropping toys in the pool.
and he still makes that much money even with the new Blippi doing it.
I know. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Good for him. He figured out.
Outsourcing. Sorry.
Have you heard? No. I like where this is going. Do you know what Blippi was like made famous for before he became Blippi? You ever hear about this? You
I'm
did?
only imagining that he's the guy who wrote like Stan.
Remember? It looks like
I'm just thinking that Blue's Clues reference.
First off, if you actually looked him up, I forget. I went in a Blippi thing, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And like, if you look at his page, he wears like flat brim hats. He looks like he's like a cool dude. I don't know.
He was a model.
Yeah, oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
So-
and he was in the Air Force, I think.
oh, I did not know that. That's pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool. But do you remember the Harlem Shake? Do the Harlem Shake. So he went viral for doing a Harlem Shake, but when it did the part where you like switch to whatever, he was shitting on a man's chest.
No.
Yeah. Swear to God. That's Blippi. Like, that one blows my mind that somehow got past like cancel culture because
Anybody watches this video is about
all of these kids are obsessed with Blippi, and right before he gets famous, he did a Harlem Shake video and shit on another man's chest.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's one way to get famous.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I didn't think shitting on someone's chest would come up tonight.
Yeah. But while you're here.
Well, it worked for him. Jake, get on the table.
We're going viral, boys.
We should have done this months ago, man. What was the original topic? Screen time. It was screen time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in complete control, and it's not even just. Not that I don't want to give him control or anything. Like, it's normally we put it up on TV, on YouTube or whatever, and it kind of goes through. But he'll be like, I want to watch, Blippi vacuum truck, and then I want to watch Blippi trash truck. I want to watch this or that, and then, it went through a phase of Tino Kids TV, which is actually pretty cool. It's like I've been reading a lot about with screen time, just like certain things like Cocomelon and stuff, where it's and Blippi's one of them, where it's very constant changes, all these flashing lights and sounds, and which is not good for development. So, I try to limit that in a sense, especially in the morning. He wants it in the morning.
Bluey's a good one.
Bluey's great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his Bluey phase has been the smallest, which kills me because I love Bluey.
Yeah, we forced that.
Yeah? What do you like about it?
I enjoy it. I sit there and watch it too.
It has nothing to do with the values that it teaches. It's just awesome.
No,
The kids are wrecking the house, and I'm just really in this spot right now.
I caught myself watching it today, and Kate's parents were sitting there taking care of the kids, and I'm just staring at the TV.
Is Jake watching the Phillies? No, he's watching Bluey.
Look how peaceful it is to have girls. Boys are nuts.
Do you like Bluey? Do the boys like Bluey?
Oh, they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Nolan.
Actually, I walked in the house today, and Parker was just like, Bluey.
Yeah, he
I
told
was
me
like,
about
yeah, Bluey.
it. Shut up, you're ratting me out. I didn't let you watch shit. Yeah, no, they love it. Even Nolan says like 5 words, and then like the Bluey intro comes on. He's like, Mom.
Yeah.
He's like, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Bingo.
Aiden will point to us as Mom, Dad.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's
Bingo. When he points to Liam when that comes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's like,
Bingo.
I'm Bluey. I'm always worried Aiden's going to want me to play those games.
Yeah.
Some of them are real intense.
What was the one? It's like one of the earlier ones. It's like octopus or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The silly octopus.
Yeah, the silly octopus. Where I'm like, oh, I have to go like blah, 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 for 25 minutes.
I say that, and then I was chasing Aiden around the kitchen this morning.
Parker likes the rain episode, which has 0 words. There's no words. It's just rain. They're like playing in the puddles. It's terrible.
Hey, puddle jumping is a fun hobby for them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
silence. Music playing.
Do you guys ever take them outside when it's raining to go play?
This weekend, it happened for sure.
I felt guilty because I didn't. Normally I do, but this weekend I was just like, I couldn't.
Yeah, it
Couldn't do
depends. It depends on like, you know, I mean, obviously how hard it's raining, and our oldest is also like some days he's weirdly scared of rain. Not really sure why. I'm trying to figure that out. But then other days he's out there just splashing around in puddles and, you know, all that stuff.
I usually just lock my kids outside when it's raining.
Fair.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of coverage.
Yeah, no, yeah, you saw it. Yeah, there's some dry spots.
Yeah. Watch football out there. One of my picture of the back screen of my phone is him jumping in puddles outside.
That's incredible.
And there was just one day we were out there and just there was a huge puddle and they had just moved in and were out front jumping in their puddles as they're trying to move stuff, figure it all out. And Aiden is soaked head to toe, wearing a rain jacket, but obviously that doesn't matter. And I'm right behind him jumping in the puddles too. Welcome to the neighborhood, guys.
Aiden he eventually gets tired and wants to go inside. No, son. We continue on. No, I think it's fun getting outside, and it gives them a little bit of a different experience. And every time does it rain, do I go out there? No, but like we even had it. You know, my parents have the pool, and when you know, growing up, I always loved when it was raining to run into the pool. And, you know, we got him out there once. Basically touched his feet in the pool and I was like, yeah, I'm done, get me out of here. And so tried. It's a work in progress. We'll get there.
The worst is when you do all the work to like set them up
Oh God.
and then they don't go swimming. And you're like, well, I just wasted like 30 minutes of my life. Got them all the sunscreen and everything.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Putting sunscreen on kids is, I hate putting sunscreen on myself. I hate putting sunscreen on the kids. You got to do it, but it's just like, it's so thick
Oily
and it's
and-
just, no, it's, that's
I
brutal.
feel like you need like a Tyvek suit. Just like they as soon as you put it on them, they want to like run and grab your leg, and then you got like a face print on your leg of like sunscreen. You're like, these pants are ruined.
Luckily, I need it. So.
A sunburn tattoo, child's face.
So we've gotten a little bit off on some tangents, which I think is a good thing. That's the whole point of these episodes. Come in, you have a little bit of a loose topic, and then you get as far from it as possible. But to kind of come back and tie everything in, and because, you know, it's Dad Bod. We do a lot of product reviews here. I think products are, you know, an important part of being a parent, knowing how to set yourself up, you know, for success. What are some of the products that, you know, are must-haves for you in the infant stage? Do you have one off the top of your head here?
I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically the bouncer with the platform underneath. Liam loves that thing. He sits there and plays with it. It's not even ours. We borrowed it from someone. And his favorite toy is like this log that has 4 different things, and the little animal pops up and he slams it shut. It's
That's
his.
awesome.
It was Aiden's favorite too. So
So I was actually about to ask that. So Aiden had it too, and he
Yep.
liked it too.
yep, this was Aiden's favorite toy for a while, and then now Liam uses it. I'm pretty sure they use it as daycare as well. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, bouncers are going. We had our oldest was pretty good about bouncers. He enjoyed them. Our youngest hated them. Like, he didn't like to be in anything. No bouncer, no swing, nothing.
Hold me.
Yeah, it was awful.
It's called a skip hop.
Skip hop.
Yeah, yeah, that one's been a savior for us.
That's a big one. And of course, like always, any of the products that we talk about today will be in the description right below. Rob, what about you, man?
I'm similar. Activity Center came back out.
Yep.
That might be a skip hop too. I don't know what the brand is.
It's Skip Hop. It makes a bunch. They make bouncers, play tables, the whole thing. Like, I feel like they're involved in. They know they're trying to corner the infant market here.
Yeah, that could. So the amount of miles on there. Even now, it's like one of the ones that converts into a table.
Yep.
So we have 2 stools that we bought for it, and now it's just a tabletop. The kids sit there and draw crowns, and it's funny because it's like, really low to the ground, and they call it the big boy table. Because normally they sit at a table that's like this high, but this is the big boy table, the one that's like, I'm like, all right, guys, that's cool. What about you?
It's gonna sound silly, but like you just said, this really came out with Adam. Our youngest, so we couldn't put him down. He just wasn't happy. So it's this product that I don't even know how we got it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how it ended up at our house. I'm not sure.
Stole it. He's a porch pirate.
It's possible. We probably stole it. I'm not gonna lie.
I was supposed to get one of those.
Stole it from your porch.
It's called a tush baby. All right, so I don't really know, like, in general, if I would let myself be seen like this in public, but it was a Velcro like belt that had it's like a seat that you put on your hip.
You're describing a fanny pack.
It is a fanny pack. It is a fanny pack on steroids with a seat. Yeah, but honestly, it had a pouch. It had zippers.
You can store stuff in it, put my keys in there, my wallet.
I actually have a picture of us in the backyard, and I have one of I don't even remember which kid, but they're on the tush baby, and it has like a little mesh pocket, and there's just my beer right there, and I'm just holding, just like, this is it. But no, the thing was great because it. After a while, like, your back starts to hurt. You're trying to, get something done while you're holding the kid. This, like, they're basically just sitting on it. It takes all the weight off the kid, and it basically transfers it to, like, your hip or however you have it positioned. And it was a huge help. We had it for Tommy, our first, never used it. Maybe like a couple times just to see what it was. It was cool, but Tommy was, we were able to put him somewhere. We were able to entertain him with a bouncer or, whatever. But the tush baby really came in handy for Adam, who didn't want to be put down. And we even used it on the beach where, like, one summer, the path was felt like a mile long, and the house wasn't far off the beach, right? But it was like, I don't want to put him in the wagon. We filled it with stuff, we filled it with, all the stuff for the beach. Babied him. So again, it looks weird. Again, I don't know. I didn't really take it out like in public because it definitely looks it's a fanny pack with a seat, but it helped substantially.
What I wish I knew going in. There's this brand called Tactical Baby Gear. You guys seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Some good ads on Instagram.
When I had kids, I never thought to even look there. Somebody sent me a link, and I was like, "How did I miss this?" It's literally like, it looks like military gear, but it's like a baby carrier and like.
It's good though.
All these like Velcro.
Going to trying to tap into the dad market here.
Yeah. So definitely recommend that, guys. And it looks like it's.
Yeah, we got to get our hands on some of that. I think.
I think so.
Because I'm walking around with like this diaper.
Have another kid. It's fine.
Yeah.
you do it. I'll help you find the stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, we'll have one of those.
It sounds great.
Coming right up. Lisa, turn the video off. No, so what other products you got?
So for us, one of the big things we do when we're looking for something to do, we go to Target. we let Aiden start to play in the toy aisle, mostly the truck aisle now.
Of course.
And we just hand him truck after truck that makes noise. And after a couple minutes, he's so used to us asking for it back. He just says, all right, I'm done. And we just nonstop. He plays with all these trucks and then he puts them back.
What?
So we're trying to get Liam into that now too.
I feel like we
It's actually pretty smart.
That's
so that
our
like,
entertainment.
huh?
I feel like we skipped like the infant toys because Nolan was the younger one. So infatuated with like the big kid toys.
Yeah.
Right? Like he went straight to like Hot Wheels. Which like, probably not great to give your kids, but you know, he was chewing on them. He probably swallowed a wheel or two.
Nolan also had that like very controversial toy, right? The one that like jiggled or
love
whatever,
that.
and you could say something to it.
Oh yeah, another Fisher Price.
Yeah.
What is that called? Yeah,
I don't
that
even
thing is
remember.
awesome.
That's
It's
funny.
on a spring.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
I just remember seeing a video that somebody was like, they went into it and they just said, "Oh yeah," and then like it started bouncing. It's like, "Oh yeah!" I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, you see, you ruined it because I was gonna do a Dad Bod review on that and say, Dad Bod, subscribe now.
Upcoming, "Oh yeah" review by Rob.
No, it literally, if you play it right now, it says Dad Bod, subscribe there. That's the recorded sound.
Wait,
of it
really?
Right now.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that video will be forthcoming very soon. So
Very soon. Highly recommend. Kids love it though. No, they do. They dance around in circles. They love it.
oh yeah, they big time do. And then of course it's the people of TikTok that decide like, oh, we're gonna turn this innocent little child toy into something very, very dark.
You know what you were thinking the first time you watched that video? It was like, man, I think that. Like, that is like right up my alley.
I was getting ready to shit on a guy's chest, and I could have just talked into this toy and gone viral. God damn it! Now I think the other one, and we still use it today, but I think it was good to just introduce it, and I definitely want to do, whether it's one of us, a video on it someday is the hatch. I think it is
Huge.
it is such a good one, and it sounds funny because I mean it's a noisemaker. What noisemakers? There's a million of them out there, but there's something about the hatch. I mean, even like the sound quality that comes out of it is really high. So when you're sitting there and if it's like white noise, like sometimes white noise, you're just like what is that? Like, what am I hearing? It's not like that. It's very clean sounding. There's so many customization options, and as a parent, you can control all of it from your phone. The color, the brightness, how loud it is, and then now what we've been working on now that we're for our toddler specifically is we have it a certain color. It could be blue and red, or blue and green. Oh, if it's blue. Like it's nighttime. Like you are sleeping right now. It's blue, and when it's green, like okay, it's morning. Like okay, it's time even for naps. Oh, it's time to get up now. So if the kids wake up in the middle of the night, which we've been battling for the last couple months with staying asleep and waking up or waking up early in the morning. If you wake up and you see that the light's blue, no, it's bedtime. Let's try to go back to sleep. You wake up, oh, it's green now. Like, oh, good, I can wake up. So I think the Hatch Baby has, it's obviously huge for infants because you want to have a sound machine and have some, customizational features on it, but it transfers well into toddlerhood for sure. Do either of you have the Hatch?
We got two of them.
Yep, they're
We
incredible.
use it for the sound machine, but also as like the baby monitor when we travel.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a disclaimer for all the new parents too.
I actually
Sound
didn't
machine-
even know that it did that.
There's some of them that do, some of them that don't.
So there's probably like the pro version or
yeah,
whatever.
I don't know which one it is, but it's been a lifesaver for
It's
ours.
like an extra $20.
We might have that, and I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, but that's like a disclaimer for all the parents. Like what Dave was saying about the sound machine noise is super important because you have to listen to it if you have your monitor's volume turned on all night long. So like if it sucks, that's your night. Your sleep is ruined. Yeah.
That's actually a very good point. I didn't know that about how you can double back like that. That's pretty awesome, especially in a bind.
But you have to be on the same Wi-Fi. I think.
Right? Yeah.
And so if you're like in a house next door, which we've been a lot lately, you have to figure out a way. And so FaceTime works with that too.
Oh, he's got it down.
No, Kate has it down.
Kate has it down. Shout out, Kate. Good job, crushing it.
So what do you guys do in the morning? Because Kate has come up with this great idea that one of us gets to sleep in on the weekends. and the other has to take care of them. It's a lot easier with just one.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Liam's gotten into his routine, he sleeps until like 6, hopefully longer, but
Right.
not normally. And then whoever's turn it is gets him, and then gets Aiden, and the other person can sleep till.
This is a great topic
8:30,
point.
9
This is a
o'clock.
great topic point.
What is the cutoff? Like, what is it? Is it 8:30?
The first nap.
Okay.
The first nap. So it's normally around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
You guys nap at 8:30?
Well, if he wakes up at 6, yeah.
Oh, right, because he's in.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
We'll see if it goes longer or we just pull our hair out, but we let Aiden go up and wake up the nap.
I'll let you hit it first.
We don't have that routine at all.
Yeah.
It is. There's a lot of. You'll find as a parent, there's a lot of parental guilt on just sleeping sometimes and just hearing your kids and just feeling like super like emotional about it. I feel
Yeah.
like so. We don't. I don't know. We don't routine it. We both like I could be up till 1 o'clock in the morning and we both just wake up. All the time. That's weekends.
That's what started it. I was sleeping in too much because I was staying up on Friday nights.
Play some
And
Warzone.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
And with a few drinks
Few?
and then a few more.
They're about 4 fews.
And then I went downstairs and I had a few more.
We are actually very scheduled, so we swap every single day. Tomorrow is my day.
You picked a bad night to do this.
We switch every day. Have there been some situations where, someone, was sick and just be like, can you tag in here? Yeah, of course. But honestly, it really hasn't been that way. So, tomorrow will be my day. I'll wake up with both of them, and realistically, the other person sleeps in till, 8:30, comes down and kind of goes. It honestly, I don't even know what got us onto that, like starting to do that, but it's been great for us. I'm sure that's not a one size fits all kind of thing, but it sounds like we were doing like the weekend. We just do it every day. I feel like it's worked well for us. It's funny always to see, like, especially on the weekend, we're gonna have some drinks and it's like, well, I know I'm sleeping in tomorrow, so I got full steam ahead. Let's see how you handle this evening. And but there are days where you wake up and you're just like, fuck.
It really bit me in the ass in New York.
Did it?
The last time. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I slept on the couch, maybe 3 hours of sleep.
Oh God.
And Aiden just was climbing all over me, and I don't even know if I remembered half of it.
That's the worst.
I was
type
just
of
so
parenting.
passed out. Kate literally has a photo of Aiden watching my phone laying on top of me on the couch.
And just no
I
recollection.
think I had like my hand over him just in case he decided to start sliding, but
When you're
Who knows
too
what I was
tired to
gonna
deal
do.
with kids and you have kids, that's the worst combination of things.
Oh, easily. Yeah, I think I think it's important for parents in general to kind of figure that kind of thing out, because I feel like that's an easy topic for people to start like feeling like resentment towards each other, or just this weird, tension that really doesn't need to be there. Because it doesn't matter, what your parenting style is between, whether it's like, your wife is going to handle the infant while you handle more of the toddler stage. Waking up in the morning, unless you're both morning people, sucks. So kind of trying to figure out what the best balance to work for you is, I think is very important.
And the date nights.
Yeah.
yep.
Schedule your date nights.
Yeah.
Gotta do that. No kids. Call grandma. Figure it out.
Just used our old daycare teacher as our.
Oh, that's
My neighbors do that.
She
Daycare teacher
left,
has a bunch.
retired, and she was our favorite daycare teacher. She came and babysat for our date night the other night. It was
Nice.
awesome.
and that's cool because she already knows your kids
Exactly.
so well. They're
She
already
even knew
comfortable,
Liam.
right? Like they're already comfortable with her.
Yeah,
Smart.
that was awesome. And we got a babysitter outside of our parents, which 90% of the time is going to be that.
All right, before we wrap it up here, again, we've got our buddy Jake. Jake, you want to give yourself a quick plug for some of the stuff you're working on right now?
Yeah, so I'm getting into pet photography, mostly dogs because I have a big fluffy dog.
And dogs are fucking awesome.
And a lot of our friends have dogs, so I'm starting a pet photography business. It's coming soon. It's not quite going yet, but hopefully in the next few months, I'll have everything running. And my Instagram right now is Gauvain Pet Photography.
Awesome. We'll plug that, and we will also drop a link to that in the description below. If you're from this area, Philadelphia and the surrounding areas, he's the man.
Pets.
Huh?
And you love your pets.
Yeah, and if you don't have a photography session with Jake, you hate your pets.
Yeah.
You're a terrible pet owner.
Or it's coming.
Well, everybody, this was the second iteration here of the Dad Bod Pod style videos, and I like this stuff. This is a good time. Like I said earlier, all of the products that we've talked about will be linked in the description below. And of course, if for some reason you're one of the psychopaths that have not subscribed to this channel, you need to get on the other side of that line. It's time. Hit the subscription button below to have, more content like this delivered to you. So until the next time, gentlemen, embrace the Dad Bod.
Just remember, people, there's two types of people in this world. They're Dad Bod subscribers, and there's future Dad Bod subscribers.
Whoa. Oh my God. That got deep.
Yeah.
That got deep. He waited till the last bit of the video to get very deep. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight.
I don't even have the tools to get that deep.
We'll catch you guys very soon.